I spray my fragrance in the morning when I'm getting dressed. A little bit on my hands. Several times during the day I like to put it on my hands because we do talk with our hands in the store. But it's a very soft fragrance and people really enjoy it. After I get dressed for bed, maybe spray a little bit on my hair just so I can kind of have sweet dreams. Films really influence fashion, and of course Audrey was such a beautiful image for all the fashions that she wore, from dressing like a nun to all of her dresses, her basic dresses, her use of pearls, and of course this is the classic, the hat. And people come in for this style hat, which we do in several colors. It's just a beautiful hat, and probably the most influential hat that I've ever sold. People repeatedly come in for it, and it comes in about 6 colors. And we do it in winter in the felt, and of course straws. Right now in inventory we sell felt as well as straw, because when people come from out of town, often they want to match their winter coats. And of course we have the felts in our inventory and can decorate them and ship them to wherever they live. And we're doing just sun hats right now for the beach because we need to protect our skin. So some of the hats have large brims, but it's just to protect your face and the upper part of your body, and of course wear sunscreen. If I were going to dress up my little linens, our little $99 linens, and I were going maybe for a brunch, I might put on this kind of hat. And just very smart, easy to wear. These are our little soft 5-inch brims, light. And if you trim a hat monochromatically, it can top a lot of different outfits. And it's kind of nice to just do with the netting and the ribbon. You can have flowers added to it, as we have a beautiful flower collection, feather collection. But if you just kind of want a basic hat to put on and enjoy during the summer, you could wear it to church or to tea or to brunch, but just really keep that in mind. Questions of when to wear a hat, when to keep it on. You know, men are supposed to remove their hat when they enter, when they sit down for dinner or whatever else. But ladies, wear your hats. You know, they kind of put it on with their hairdo. We don't want to remove the hat and have hair rather. So just keep it on. Great for traveling. Something like this, you can, if you were on an airplane, you can remove it and then kind of put it under your seat on top of your bag, your travel bag or your purse, or in the upper compartment of the plane. But definitely can leave it on for teas, luncheons, dinner if you're at a restaurant. People used to think just small hats for the evening, but we don't necessarily wear small hats in the evening. We wear all kinds of hats. And hats are wonderful to wear to daytime weddings. They add a little glamour to your outfit. And it's particularly fun to come sit down and have a hat made, and sometimes the moms come in with their daughters and they do a mother-daughter thing to try on hats and to find hats for both of them. And that's kind of a fun girls' day to do. I often get asked, we are doing a lot of weddings, and it's not too early to shop for December, January, February weddings because we have all seasons all the time. We make many of our dresses made to measurements. 80% of our inventory is US made. It's a good time to just kind of plan what you want to wear for weddings, for the different parties, rehearsal party. If you're mother of the groom, your outfit is very important for that. If the bride is very particular about what you're wearing as a mother, bring her in, because she can help decide at that point, seeing different styles and different colors, how they look on you. We real jewelry. It's what I call my body armor. But this is a matinee length of pearls, and Adler sells them They're very easy to wear, and I like them because you can knot them. You just pass that through, and you can put the knot there. You can tuck it in your neckline, but it's just a nice way to wear pearls. And then your gold chains. And again, we have costume jewelry. That's fun. Kind of flirts with the real thing, but fun. Nice gift for college girls. These are $89. These are all the cubics. So they're very pretty. They're $59. This is our tennis bracelet. It has a very nice clasp on it. And then this is what we call a slide bracelet, and it's very petite. It's a wonderful present. It goes nicely under the gloves. It's a slide bracelet. It's $59, as is our tennis bracelet. And then we also have these great earrings that are 1 carat. They have a wonderful setting like real jewelry, and they're $39. So some people just kind of want simple but believably real, and this is a believably real concept. Then we have more ornate earrings. People like dangles. This one is very pretty, and it's priced at $59. A combination of pearls and the cubics, $59 also. They're very pretty. Nice gifts for bridesmaids too. Yeah. The hair ornaments you can keep in mind for little Valentine's gifts, because we always have really pretty ones. These combs I use, and my little pairs of hair combs are $39, $49, and then these picks are $19, and they don't break your hair. They're wonderful. And if you want a little bit fancier pick, I have the ridges so they stay in your hair. A variety of just beautiful hair ornaments. They're fun to collect. I find if you put your hair ornaments also on a tray on your vanity, you will tend to use them. When you tuck them in a drawer, you forget what you have. But it's nice to be able to see them and to pick them up very quickly when you're doing your hair in the morning or when you're traveling, to just pull everything together. We always have pretty bobby pins, which are nice for little girls because they can hold their fine hair and kind of keep it out of their face, and they feel really sophisticated when they have a little bit of sparkle. Make nice gifts. We gift wrap all of our presents beautifully. This is our gift wrap, so no matter if you're spending $19 or whatever, we gift wrap for you. And you know, we have pearls, and people don't like to use rhinestones, but we have pearls, and bows are always a very good little signature. The girl who does my hair combs and my hair ornaments has been in business as long as I have, and she wears her hair tossed up too, and at market most people think we're sisters, but we're kind of like sisters. But she does all of our ornaments. So now you know why I call this my dessert counter. You can always come back for more. It's calorie free. Combs and their barrettes. So some people feel better with barrettes, but even for little girls, they're just nice to kind of build up their collection of pretty hair ornaments. So when they get dressed up, they have pretty things to wear in their hair. Particularly love the bows. So some people really like the headband collection that we have, and primarily they run $39 to $59. So it's affordable gifts, again, that we gift wrap for you, and nice to have a few of those stored in your present closet, all wrapped up so that when you need a gift, you have something just right at hand. Take a little time when you visit the store to really kind of see what we have. So, you know, if you need a gift, you can always pop in, and the prices are very good. But there's always something special. They come in clips. This is nice for a young girl to pull back the side of her hair. And again, right now, graduation presents, bridesmaids presents. We have a nice selection of different pearl pieces. So if you're a bride and after you take off your veil for the reception, if you just need a pretty hair ornament, these work nicely. When you're using a comb, a lot of people say, well, how do I keep one in my hair? If you take 2 bobby pins simultaneous like this and make a shelf of your bobby pins, then insert the comb. The bobby pins are holding your hair in place as you've styled it, and then the comb is accessorizing. You won't lose the comb. It won't fall out. It's very secure with the double bobby pins. You start to put together your collection of hair ornaments to keep a little tray perhaps on your vanity with the different hair ornaments so that you can apply them to your hair with your different outfits. And if you have them stuffed in a drawer in a box, you forget about them. And they do add like a nice addition to your wardrobe. And also come summer, they can kind of control the frizzies and whatever else. And, you know, they're a lot of fun. But come visit these, and we always have pretty chains. And again, it's all costume jewelry. Barrettes. They're very lightweight. We have fancy ones as well as tortoise, like the ones I wear, but they're also beautiful gifts. This is our dessert counter, and this one long counter came from Scotland, and it has all of our costume jewelry kind of showcased. And the nice thing about costume jewelry, it fits your budget, and of course it can fit your size. We have a nice selection of hoops, and then we have our beautiful diamond look-like earrings for $39. They're great for travel. That's what people do with costume jewelry. While you may have a collection of fine jewelry, it's best to kind of gear your travel wardrobe with costume jewelry. We have beautiful bracelets. These make nice gifts for bridesmaids. We have the tennis bracelet, the slide bracelet, which is really a pretty gift, very delicate. Comes in silver or gold, fits under kid gloves. All of these little bracelets are $59, and they make nice gift items. Nice for graduates. Some of our new stock that we're moving out now, so we also have colorful pairs. This is a wonderful brooch concept. You pin your scarf to your shoulder. And of course, we love our little bees that are busy too, and they're nice with scarves. Dangles. A nice variety of $59 earrings. A lot of the young girls for proms or graduation, if they don't have real pearls, enjoy wearing our pearls. And even if you have real pearls, something like this can be a nice addition. Antique looking color. And the pearl strands are $59. So it's affordable and fun. And people are coming in buying multiple gift items, because this time of the year people need graduation gifts, shower gifts, bridesmaids gifts. So we've been very busy gift wrapping and just displaying everything. If you care for a colored pair, we always have nice hoops. Bracelet and earring combo. takes a little time to go through this counter, but it's a nice thing to visit even if you're not in the mood to buy for the day, just to keep cataloged in your head what we do have. And then this part of the case, they're all hair ornaments. Beautiful hair. These are nice for brides, mother of the bride. It's a nice way to combine your rhinestones with pearls or your diamonds with pearls. And again, they're beautifully set. And a great variety of earrings at $59. In case you noticed, several of the men at the Oscars were wearing brooches. And we do have beautiful brooches that are available. We gift wrap them. Keep them in mind. Thank you. We have a lot of fun with this. It gives the girls a chance to come try some on. And we have small ones, larger ones. And this one is great if you need a touch-up. You can kind of do it on hairline. And they're wonderful gifts. We gift wrap them beautifully. We gift wrap our gift certificates, and they can be of any amount, $10, $25, $50. It's a nice start for someone to come shopping. For $50, somebody could buy hair ornaments, underwear, little things like that. Maybe a pin, a brooch, earrings. Our cubics or cone earrings are $39 for our studs, and they make a great gift. Let me show them to you. So these come in silver or gold and in different sizes, and they're beautifully set, similar to real jewelry, and they're $39, and we gift wrap them. It's a lovely gift, and they're particularly nice for traveling when you might not want to have to keep up with your fine jewelry. This is our gift wrap. This is our headband stand. Now, nice. You can sit down, there's a mirror there, and try them on. We have jeweled ones, plain rhinestone, all kinds of different ones, animal ones, ponytail clips. We make great gifts. We wrap them beautifully. A lot of the brides like them for their rehearsal parties. This is our headband stand. And it's part of our fragrance department, so that's how the store flows. Bangles. It's just fun, and people buy multiples of them for themselves, but they're $59, and then we always gift wrap everything free of charge. And we go from this counter, which has an assortment of different things. Our brooch collection is wonderful. Brooches were being worn, I don't know if you've noticed at the Academy Awards, on men's lapels. So it's become a very chic accessory, even for men. We have gold chains. We have beautiful earrings. This collection is set in rhodium, which is in the same family as platinum. People come in from out of town and they're looking for one memento, one thing from the store that they can bring home that reminds them of Yvonne Lafleur. And it could be the fragrance or having a custom-made hat. It could be a pair of our magic pants, something that you could really get a lot of wear out of. One of our little handbags, our socks. Beautiful things like that. All of our hair ornaments are wonderful. You will not see a collection like this anywhere. And they're wonderful gifts for little girls as well as big girls. And these are very practical claws. I came to New Orleans when I was 4 years old and experienced my first Mardi Gras with my Aunt Celie. And so she took me to Canal Street and we watched the parade and we dressed up. And then we went over to the Roosevelt Hotel for lunch. So people dressed and dined, and it was just a wonderful time. And these are Mardi Gras favors that I've collected over the years. It's kind of nice to put on a little pillow and save. And they all have the experience of a great time for one of our Mardi Gras balls. Okay. We have several cases our trays of our brooches, and we have beautiful things. This is particularly fun, and ladies want to know exactly where to wear the brooch. If you're wearing a jacket, I prefer it to be on the left side, because this, you take off your jacket. We move our jackets this way as a lady, so it looks very nice here. And you can wear your brooches on a blazer, on a jacket, or sometimes in the middle of a décolletage, or perhaps if you have a pretty sash at the waist. But they're wonderful to collect. And I always tell people, take a tray and put your brooches on a tray, so that if you keep them in boxes, you forget what you have. So if you keep a tray, perhaps on your vanity or in a drawer, you could easily pull out and see everything. And then you'll tend to wear them more, because they're to be enjoyed. And they also make lovely gifts, because it's nice to have a brooch collection. This has been a fun one. Come by and visit. Well, I guess I kind of grew up with my customers. When I opened in the 60s, everybody was buying clothes over the weekend to go to the warehouse for concerts, and concert tickets were then $5, $6. You could see The Who, you could see all kinds of bands, and so that was the type of merchandise I was selling then. And so customers grew up, and they went to college, and they needed college clothes, and then they got married and needed wedding dresses. So it evolved based on the needs of the customer as she got older. Well, nice to find a slip dress. This is my version of a slip dress. And you could wear any kind of cover-up with it, a scarf, whatever else. But I think the green is one of my favorite colors. The color of leaves goes with every color flower. And remember, you're a flower. So here's how I would accessorize this. Just a beautiful white hat, maybe trimmed with magnolias, whatever else. But this could be a fun addition to your summer wardrobe, because it could serve the purpose of a cocktail dress or whatever. And it feels just wonderful on. And it's kind of a new look for a slip dress, with the slit. And I think really wonderful. It feels good. Men love the feel of this fabric. It's interesting, my aunt who taught me the millinery business, Lafleur, bless her, she would glue trims on. I never do that. I love to hand sew them. I have this wonderful thread that I sew the things on. I wouldn't clip them on because you don't have a good steady position of the trim. So the trims are all sewn on. And I just love this. This is our Audrey Hepburn style hat, and we do it in several colors. I'm reading a great new book about Audrey Hepburn right now. I just finished a chapter on her making of My Fair Lady, and it presents a very delicate view of her and how elegant she was, because she had stage presence, but she wasn't a bossy person. She just projected herself so beautifully and delicately. And suppose you're seated for a family photo or just for a picture. I will show you a proper way to sit. You kind of sit on one cheek and you angle your legs, keeping your shoulders straight. And don't forget, leave the angle by your waist open like that. Angle the body, but keep your torso forward. And you can angle your head, but keep in mind 90 degrees. When you throw your head back, this isn't pretty. You want to show your face, clavicle and your skin. And you may show an angle. You know, our face is not typically symmetrical, so we often have one side, one eye bigger than the other, so you may want to favor your larger eye. Many people are asking about my sisals, and they're just beautiful. They're a little bit lumpy and pretty, and I love to trim them with even a velvet ribbon, which is wonderful to trim with because it's very pliable, and then a little bouquet of spring flowers. But they're so wonderful and light. And this is really fun. This is the largest Panama hat you'll ever find, and it's a great piece of swimwear for the beach. Definitely gives you an umbrella over your shoulders if you don't want to catch too much sun. And I have some wonderful bright colors in it. And this is the kind of hat you could tie a scarf around to go with your swim outfit or your sundress. But it's a wonderful piece, and if you wanted to travel with it, you could easily put it in a little bag. Kentucky Derby. Just wonderful. A lot of people start with the hat and then find the outfit. The hat seems to be the most important thing. And I try not to make silly, ridiculous hats. Some people want that, but it's not a costume. It should be about elegance. I like to reflect the racing scene from My Fair Lady. So you may want to review that. That's really my preference for making things for Kentucky Derby. And on Friday, it's breast cancer awareness, so a lot of people do something in pink, either a hat or an outfit. Lesser important than the actual Kentucky Derby day. You could rent the Chanel Solitaire film. That was the full-length film about Chanel. There's also a book about that, and I did the hats for it, and I think you could really see my hat presentation come to life with Chanel as an inspiration. If you ever could, dandyism. It's all about dress, fit, tailoring, quality in a collective way. Madonna was just my favorite. Soft, feminine, but wooden edge. The pants, however, I think looked like they didn't really fit quite well in the front. Cardi B with her Edwardian waistcoat, tons of beading, hand beaded and a plunging neckline. Gorgeous. All legs. What a beautiful tuxedo. A very beautiful, beautiful gown. Skin and black sequins, just in the right place. The box look, wonderfully exciting, just from every angle, fabulous. Demi Moore, the picture of elegance, beautiful body, black and white, what could go wrong with it? Diana Ross, the queen forever. No. It looks ridiculous. Winter exudes elegance. The combination of the blue coat and the silver gown, absolutely gorgeous. She looks her best, and of course, with the brooch. Dandy. This is our glove cupboard, and some people want the short white kid gloves for Easter or for spring, but they're here and they're just wonderful. These are from Italy, and a very nice part of your wardrobe. We get many requests knowing what to do with your jewelry when you're wearing long kid gloves. I think it's very cumbersome to try to put rings on top and bracelets on top because you're going to take them off very quickly as you go from drinking to dining. So I like to turn my rings on the downside like that to slip into my gloves, and I would not wear a bracelet on top of them, but our little slide bracelet that we've shown in our videos fits comfortably underneath the gloves. And remember, you can drink with your gloves on, but you cannot eat with them, not even when they're passing trays of appetizers. Keep that in mind. You must always be a proper lady when you're wearing your gloves. This is a beautiful long silk scarf, and it can have multi-purpose in your wardrobe. It would be a nice accent for this dress that I have on. You can do a lot of things. The European collections are showing a lot of scarves on winter clothes because they're showing the winter collections now. With a scarf like this over the shoulder of different things. If you have a strap, you could stabilize it like that. If it were a little chilly, you could wrap it around. I find the restaurants so chilly these days that your food gets cold and your shoulders get cold. So keep that in mind. A scarf can be a very handy accessory. Lately, because our viewers are from all over, we've had people come from other climates who have maybe a long winter, and they are buying our coats, which in New Orleans you wouldn't believe you would sell coats in 80-degree weather, but not everybody lives at a time and at a place where we're anticipating our 90-degree weather coming on. But these are our cashmere coats trimmed with fox, and we've had people coming in for these. And then this little piece, people have liked to go with their suits. We do it in 10 colors. They're formals, whatever else. It's a nice little travel piece, and it comes in black, but the white is so pretty for brides, just to kind of cheer up your wardrobe. And this would also be nice to bring to the races in England, which might be a little bit cooler also. Lately, it's a beautiful pantsuit. It has wonderful buttons on it, and it's a nice weight. Some ladies prefer to travel with a nice pantsuit that they can use as separates. It's just absolutely beautiful. So we have this, and seersucker. An inexpensive knit, and then it gives you some basic winter white pants. A pop of color. The Chanel look, and it's a great jacket to throw on with a red dress or whatever, just to use as a separate. And while the tweedy fabrics look heavy, these are not wool, so they can be worn a longer time of the year. So to invite people in, people call all the time wanting to know if we have clothes for sale online. And I really don't do that because I insist that the garment fit properly. That's really our service. Any store can ship something to you, sell you something. If it doesn't fit your body, it's not for you. And I like my customers to be totally satisfied with the purchase they make today, that it really looks good on their body. And so I don't really sell things online. We offer our fragrance products online, but our clothes we like to fit on the client, because I think fitting is so important. That's why I've altered everything free for 56 years of business. I love when you're traveling, just a piece or two for the evening can be your dress-up clothes. And these skirts with the accordion pleats are really fun. They come in 2 colors, and we show them with blouses, sweaters, whatever. They're nice travel pieces, and they're priced well. They're $129. when your travels will be restocked in a couple of weeks. We have sold out. We had such a tremendous response to the fragrance. So we have sold out, but we are anticipating the bottles right now are being engraved for us. And this is our gift wrap, so we will soon have the fragrance in stock. So just keep aware that we will have it online when it becomes available again. Our 2-ounce bottle is $75, and we will have it as quickly as they can fill it up and ship it to us. We'd love to ship it to you. Right now, we have this as a gift set if you need something quick. It is our candle, our lotion, and a little purse-sized spray that comes with our fragrance in it. This is the gift with purchase, and this set is $80. So stay tuned, and remember, the fragrance is wonderful. Fragrance. This was a very sweet present from my husband. They used to have a dolls show in New Orleans, and I collect dolls. But this was a little hat shop, and the gift wrap looks surprisingly like ours. The clothes are all handmade on the dolls. The hats are beautiful, and it's one of my favorite pieces. It was a sweet gift from my husband. In from college, keep in mind that we have a wonderful selection of debutante gowns, and we do alter them all free. And I take these gowns, and when I cut the train, I make it into a capelet that they can wear. But our debutante gown collection is beautiful. It's new, and you might keep it in mind as the girls need things for presentations. Girls are coming in from college. One of the things that happens in the store is a lot of men like to buy presents from us. And I'm going to show you something that's sort of the gift that fits. We tuck a nice gift certificate into a little purse. The gift fits, and this is our gift wrap. An easy present for a man to pick up for a lady for any time of the year. Just a nice treat, and then she can come shopping and find something special. The gift that fits, the gift certificate and the purse. A lot of men like to shop with their ladies, whether it's a daddy or a husband or a boyfriend. They love to shop and just treat the ladies to something nice. So we welcome the gentleman into the store with the ladies so we can dress her and find something she really likes from you. Long case from Scotland, very long. It's filled with costume jewelry, and costume jewelry is great to travel with because you don't have to worry so much about what you bring and what you leave in your hotel room or what you're traveling with. So we put together a nice concept of inexpensive bracelets, pearls, gold, $59, earrings, nice studs, beautiful chains, a wonderful selection of brooches. And I don't know if you saw the Academy Awards with men wearing brooches on their lapels. So we've even had men buying brooches. So we have nice conservative brooches, and then we have brooches for the peacock. Pearls, rhinestones. They're nice gifts and nice additions to your wardrobe, especially if something is a little low cut, a V-neck. You can fashion it with a nice brooch. And this is kind of a fun brooch. This is a scarf holder. So you would take a scarf and drape it from your shoulder and anchor it with this little boy. Long case, quite large. We have wonderful pearls in different shapes, different lengths. They're $59. Again, great to travel with. We have our gold necklaces that are just very pretty and delicate. We can gift wrap anything. And a huge selection of hair ornaments. This entire case here is filled with beautiful hair ornaments. Tray after tray. Barrettes, hair combs, bobby pins, all kinds of things. And when you start putting your hair collection together of barrettes and hair combs and hairpins, it's really nice to put them on a tray on your vanity so that you see them and can use them frequently. If you tuck them in a drawer in a box, you won't use them as frequently as you can to really enjoy them as parts of your wardrobe. It is quite large. We have wonderful pearls in different shapes, different lengths. They're $59. Again, great to travel with. We have our gold necklaces that are just very pretty and delicate. We can gift wrap anything. And a huge selection of hair ornaments. This entire case here is filled with beautiful hair ornaments. Tray after tray. We have the small clip and the large clip. These are great for just whipping up your hair if you've been swimming or showering or exercising, and just kind of throw your hair up. And again, we gift wrap beautifully. This is our gift wrap. So keep these in mind. They make nice presents. You might need some graduation presents. It's a good gift for a young lady going off to college. $39 and $29. We have, if you're getting married, attending graduation, you might want to have a nice white dress in your closet for the summer. We have a nice variety, conservative shirt dresses to lace suits, informal wedding dresses. But a white dress is kind of a nice addition to your spring-summer wardrobe. And talking about wardrobe, let's talk about where we start. It's what you have, what you need, what you want. Make a list, inventory what you have that fits you, that we can build on. Whether it's a new pair of magic pants or a great new top, but let's start with what you have. Do an inventory. Think of your spring-summer wardrobe as a 6-month purchase, a 6 months view. What you're going to wear from October, starting in April through October. So weddings that you may have to go to, travel plans, whatever else. And then think about this wardrobe so that your buying is meaningful in your wardrobe and just not sporadic. Make a contribution to your wardrobe that counts, not just something frivolous. Well, maybe you want something frivolous. If you're getting married, for Mother of the Bride, and for special events, we really have all seasons all the time. And much of our collection is made to your body measurements. This is a new edition we've just received. And it has a beautiful lace skirt, a wonderful bodice. The top is all whaleboned, so it holds you nicely. The shoulder line comes to the tip of your shoulder bone, letting your collarbone show, which this is a very pretty part of a woman to show. Men really like the delicacy of the collarbone. Now this sleeve is particularly interesting because many of these sleeves come into your hand. This one hits mid-arm, so it just doesn't get in your way for dinner, but very pretty when you're shaking hands in a receiving line. But keep in mind, this comes in about 10 colors. And again, it's made in the United States, so we get fairly quick delivery on it. It's not sitting in a factory. It does get made to your measurements. That's our new addition. Beautiful lace skirt. We just scattered the rhinestones on the top. And the top can be worn beautifully with a pair of palazzo pants, a short skirt. The skirt alone could have a beautiful organza blouse tied at the waist. So think of your separates if you're going on a cruise and want to kind of build your wardrobe pieces. You know, kind of putting together little Easter baskets or spring baskets. So one of the things that I do is I put our socks in the little plastic eggs, and they can go in the Easter basket. And the socks are $10. We have beautiful sheer socks. They're fun to wear with flats. These are wonderful with your sneakers. They're $10. Nice gifts. And then we also do our panties in the Easter egg. These are our hanky-panky panties. They fit in that little Easter egg, so can go in the basket with some of your edible Easter eggs, but panties for the ladies. These come in 4 colors. The lace is beautiful on them. We have a nice selection of little pastel prints, different lace, a wrap dress, kind of fun. And remember, anything that's a little too long or a little too big, we always alter everything at Yvonne Lafleur free of charge. We have a nice selection of little pastel prints to wear for Kentucky Derby. We've also started selling things for the races in England. And so these dresses trimmed with accessorized with a hat are just absolutely beautiful. They come in your measurements, in a variety of colors. So again, this is something to think about, what you'll be doing from April through October. Travel, weddings, galas, whatever. But a beautiful knit collection. Pink is the color that people are wearing for Kentucky Derby, the Friday. It's a pink day, so we sell a lot of pink for ladies. But these are beautiful additions to your wardrobe. And again, think April to October. What will you have going on? Our collection. Don't forget our selection of 100% cotton $59 sweaters. They're a nice gift item and also a wonderful way to start your summer wardrobe. Pretty to wear with jeans. You can accessorize them with a scarf. People start with one and then they call back for more colors because they're just so practical. You know, you can wear them like this. If you want it to fit a little bit closer to the hips, you can do one of those little rosettes with a rubber band or a hair tie. And they also work like this. This is very LA. Just kind of over your shoulder. You know, you go to a restaurant, it's a little chilly. It's just nice over your shoulder, especially if you have kind of a bare dress. $59, a must in your travel wardrobe. Don't forget, as it starts to get warmer and we're thinking about outdoor activities like Jazz Fest, you might want a little undershirt in a metallic color to wear with your jeans or your shorts. And these can be worn under sheer blouses, under a suit. They're $59, so we have them in silver and gold from small to extra large. This is our sportswear room, and it's where you start for good basics, whether it's our magic pants in a skinny leg or a flared, or a basic white blouse. that you can wear under your sweaters, under your suits, with your pants. You can tie it at the waist or wear it out. It's nicely vented at the upper hips. A little bit of seersucker coming into your wardrobe. Nice for a mama on the run at $129. And this looks like it would be meeting the waves at the beach. But it's a nice little knit dress. It has the look of a fine Italian designer, but at a very good price. A wonderful travel piece for a bride. Perhaps you're going to Florida for a quick honeymoon. This would be a nice piece to bring. As it starts, we have them in white and dark denim. They're flares. We hem them for you very quickly so we can get them ready for your little getaway vacation. White gauzy dresses, good for the beach. Just looks like something you'd see somebody wearing in Beverly Hills around the pool. Beverly Hills Hotel. That was created many years ago, and we tagged ourselves as America's finest and most innovative ladies fashion store. When people come in here, they're in awe if they haven't been in the store before, because really this is merchandise like stores used to be merchandise, where you can kind of ramble through and find different categories of beautifully selected merchandise. It's not just all thrown on a table or on a rack, but it's a curated collection of what I put together and present for the season or for seasons. I offer merchandise that is multi-seasonal, and so that's how I tag it. And I talk about the store being in a fashion emporium, that we have fashion galleries throughout the store, because I think of the clothes as art. So I like to think that it's sort of like a gallery presentation. And then we talk about our millinery collection. The trims are from all over, and I've collected them over the years. My aunt taught me to make hats. She was a milliner. Her name was Elise Lafleur. And have a little map on our card of how to get to our store, where you get off at streetcar stop 299, the St. Charles Avenue streetcar, and it's a beautiful ride. If you're staying in the French Quarter, just ride it, and then when you leave, ride the streetcar back and sit on the opposite side to view the homes on the opposite side. There's so many beautiful homes, block after block. And then we have our fragrance products, which you can order, our email, and that's our brochure. So the things we have right now are these pretty little spring flirty dresses that you could wear all summer long. They're cool, they're great to travel with, they come with their own slip, and just fun. Easter, spring, things to wear to weddings. This one also can be worn with the V front. Come in and see them, and I will show you another series of print dresses. These are some of our other prints. And this melon color is just a very big seasonal color. Looks great if you're sporting a tan, real or tanned. Graduation gifts. Right now we have a lot of pretty things that are from $39 to $59 in our dessert counter. And one of the things the girls really like are these bracelets. They're the slide bracelet. We have them in silver or gold. And it's a little bit easier to wear than the tennis bracelet, because you can wear it under your gloves, like for Mardi Gras, under the kid gloves. And they're just absolutely lovely. $59, and we gift wrap pretty. And don't forget our studs, which are wonderful for travel. They're $39. Come in the silver or gold tones. We're receiving a lot of new costume jewelry That's fun, a little bit different. You know, you might want to update your pearl wardrobe with a little bit of metal for the summer. Nice to wear with your tailored things. Don't forget we have nice robes for the dorm wear that can be monogrammed for the girls, and that's kind of a very special gift to send the girl off with to college. Look, it's a very moist lotion. It's wonderful. It just sinks into your skin, and you want to take care of your hands, especially if you're recently engaged or going to be engaged. But my mother always told me never put your hands in the dishwasher. She always wore plastic gloves to wash the dishes and everything. So she was a big believer in taking care of your hands. But the cream is just wonderful and luxurious, and it's a wonderful gift. It's $40, and it would be a nice gift for Mother's Day or for Easter, but you would really just love it. I put it on my legs, on my feet. It's not scented as heavily as the perfume. It's very delicate. It's also nice to base under your perfume. It makes your perfume last on your skin. But it's nice to cream your hands, cream your face, cream your feet before you go to bed, and let the lubricants soften your skin and sink into it overnight. So don't think just about your hands or just about your face. Think about your whole body. I'm doing a lot of hats for spring, for Easter, for Mother's Day, for the Derby. And it's interesting because some people don't have their outfit, but they start with a hat, and then we put a palette of clothing together for them. For instance, this hat could go with a lot of different things. Pretty colors. You know, I show people how to wear the hat so it doesn't mess up their hair and get hat hair. We always have rules for what you can do for the Derby, because there's certain things you can't bring in, like umbrellas. And if it looks rainy, you just take one of those dry cleaning clear plastic bags, fold it in either your tiny purse or your date's pocket, so that you could cover your hat or shove your hat in it in case of bad weather. People come from out of town and want a hat created for them. And this is an original. I'll never make two of them. It's just beautiful. She wanted a bit of color for her pink. For Kentucky Derby, she wanted to wear pink, but wanted it a little bit more exciting than just a pink hat. Color combination in France, the pink with the gray. You don't see it so much in the United States, but it's very soft. And this is one of our silk magnolias with ostrich. And then we have some of our little flowers around it. And it's the Audrey Hepburn style. We have French picot edge ribbon with our dot netting. It can be worn like this, or it can be bent up. Good for kissing. If you're coming to New Orleans and want to visit the store, remember our store hours are 10 to 6 Monday through Saturday, always closed on Sunday. And we do celebrate about 6 holidays, and one of them is Memorial Day. It gives my employees a nice long weekend to start their summer vacation. So we will be closed Memorial Day, July 4th, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Mardi Gras. Just those few special holidays.
And do you work every day?
I work every day from 10 till 6, and I'm always glad to greet my customers. It's like having company all day long. Most exciting things that's happened lately is over the years I've had wonderful girls work for me who were in high school, college, managers, whatever. A lot of people are coming to visit the store and visit me, and it's really wonderful to embrace these people. Last night I was at an event, and there were 3 of my girls who worked at the same time when they were in high school at the event, and it was lovely to see them and reconnect. Sometimes we have to think about what we'll be doing in the future, or if we have something rather traumatic happening in our lives. But I had a lovely customer the other day who had had a mastectomy over a year ago, and she was returning to New Orleans for reconstructive surgery, and she wanted to buy a few things, and this became her coming out dress. And I thought it was just great to show her something that she felt beautiful in and that she could look forward to wearing with her new figure. So come in. It can make you, it can be an uplifting experience for a not so happy time in your life. Easter is one of my favorite times of the year. I just love all the festivities, the spring flowers, and of course I collect bunnies. I have so many bunnies at home in my house that it's kind of nice. And up until Katrina, we actually had real bunnies. The kids loved them, and we had them in our yard. Easter is one of my basic peplum dress in the beautiful knit collection that we carry, and this would be a good travel dress. Keep in mind that not all of our customers live in the South, so something like this would be wonderful for Easter in different parts of the country. And we do the hats, we decorate to go with them. You can wear the real jewelry, or if you're traveling, the costume jewelry. But this dress is absolutely wonderful. It can take the place of a suit. It comes in all these colors, and it can come a little bit longer if you don't care to have it as short as I wear it. I do like to hem it, make it just kind of right the crease in the back of your knee. I think that's very flattering. And so it can be worn with a peplum, and if you have a tummy, you may want to do the peplum kind of high. It will hide that. And it's a basic dress that can be really pretty. You can kind of swagger the shoulder line a little bit. Very nice to show your clavicle. And then it can also be worn as a capelet, which is real pretty for dinner or to take the chill off your shoulders. But this is a wonderful piece for $5.99, and I call it the starter piece in our knit collection because we have suits, long dresses. Once you get used to wearing this and seeing the durability of it, it's just a great investment in your wardrobe. I think today people are not wanting to collect clutter in their closet. They're wanting to get things that are that can punctuate the wardrobe that they have, that can be multi-use, vary seasons, and that last. And another thing about this dress, if you gain 5 or 10 pounds, it can accommodate it. You know, during the summer, I do like to have those tomato sandwiches with mayonnaise and white bread, and you can pack on 5 pounds. This is our people are thinking of travel, whether it's just to get away for spring, Easter vacation, the Gulf Coast, or maybe long-term travel. This is a great look. You could wear that with white pants, whatever. It's just clean. The shirt is a wonderful, durable white shirt that's $89. And then we're topping it with our $59 sweater. I think this is a must for summer, the white sweater in cotton. And what's nice is the neckline doesn't come up to here, so you can do scarves and jewelry with it. And if I were traveling, this would probably be an outfit that I would think about because you can do a lot with it. The dress itself is kind of slinky and sexy if you have a good figure, but if you're a little bit hippie, it does accommodate hips. And you could wear a blouse tied at the waist with it, a tunic with it, but it would be good for a cruise, just easy to wear and pretty. And then the topper could be worn over a camisole and pants, whatever else, but it's also a nice accessory piece. It's very pretty. A lot of people are a very important part of Mardi Gras, and we kind of collect our gowns. This would be a showstopper for the king's wife or the queen's mother, a special guest. Beautiful gloves that go with it, fun. And different balls people dress differently, but we find a lot of people want color and drama. New Orleans has a fascination with gold and black. Maybe it's because of the saints, but this could double for Mardi Gras or for a gala. Here come weekend balls that are more festive than formal.
Well, I love this.
You build a collection of ball gowns. So some people want sparkles, some people want the solid fabric. And with Mardi Gras being in early March, some people want a spring look to their formals. The razzle-dazzle of the beads, gorgeous. This is a dark purple.
Wow.
A bit of feathers, just a touch of feathers. This is particularly comfortable for the winter time. The huggy sleeves, just beautiful colors. The velvets.